Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays video. Today I'm taking out the Camair 480 Twin Navion from Hangar Studios 713. Now this has recently been released on Sim Market. That's simmarket.com, not the InSim Market. So there are, I don't remember how many liveries, at least 10 different liveries. I've taken the only one that has anything more than just stripes. Obviously I've got the stars and stripes here. We are taking off from Sydney again, my favourite airport here. Now I want to show off just what this aircraft has. So this is from the same developer who I showed a single engine Navion. So apparently this is what they used to do, is take a two single engines off a normal Navion and put them on the wings for this and build. So we'll go and have a look. 480 Camair written on the flight yokes, very nice. I've also noticed that it's on the back of the, see if we can drag that down, rollerball probably would do the job. How cool is that? Rollerball's a bit slow. We can do the same there. Yes, we can. Okay, we can also open our canopy like we could in the single Navion. Now, don't mind this layout. Very easy to look at as well. Now, there we go, 12 liveries, 6 standard and 6 PMS 50 / GTN 750 mod specific. Okay, which is the one I've got. So we can have our standard GPS, or with a flick of a switch we can change it to the GTN 750, which I do have installed. You have to get that as a mod. Flick it back, cover it over. We'll stick with the standard one for today. I do like the fact that you can turn a pilot visible or not. I'm not 100% sure though. The sitting area, maybe you don't want to zoom back. Let's try that again. No, I'm still getting the microphone and the face in the way. So if we just move ourselves a fraction forward, there we go. Cool. Not something I would normally fly with on though, so happy to have the co-pilot. Plenty of view out the back windows there. What we might do is that we might also get this thing started, but you know what, we might be a good idea is to just have a quick look at the quality. So what are you getting? This is a payware, not a freeware. So even though they did a single for freeware, this is now a payware version. I have noticed that the rivets look like they've got a few coats of paint on them, and we do zoom in and we're losing a little bit of quality on this livery. Even though it does say highly detailed custom model with 8K textures used for 4K implementation. Now I am on 4K, and gotta admit though, when you get too close to these stars, they may not be, but the rest of the aircraft is pretty good. Let's have a look down here. And nav lights, LEDs, actually fairly well modelled, to be honest. Look how detailed they've got their LEDs in there. Okay, somebody's paid a bit of attention. Now I do have this chalked up for engine covers and the likes. We will come back and have a look at these. There is one thing that I would, so the pito's got its removed before flight, yep. When we come back and have a look at the engines, I don't think they've detailed inside them yet. I'm hoping it's something that's coming out, but this is released. I am reviewing version 107 is what I have. Plenty of chrome in there. Okay. I don't mind the scratches on the propeller cone. That kind of comes across fairly realistic. Surprised that these aren't scratched up as well. Just a little bit. It's actually not too bad. The stepping plate kind of looks like anti-slip. Yep, very shiny. Now I do notice that inside the hangar, all of the deliveries look incredibly glossy. They're not the same once you get into the sim. So there seems to be something in the hangar that makes them look even overly glossy. Alright, don't mind the wear and tear on the edges. That kind of gives a little bit of more realism. As long as you don't overdo it like some aircraft have been. Canopy exit, rotate handle, push to open. Yep, do not open canopy over 15 knots. Keep clear at speed due to automatic sensor for hydraulic closure. Right, okay, so it automatically closes. Explain why I couldn't open it in the air. It would probably rip off anyway. It'd be a big balloon type thing and get pulled off, and then that's it, you've damaged your aircraft. Okay, so turning off the safety chocks, we press this little, let's go over and have a look. There's a little was it approved flight manual, there we go. So we press that and it turns them on and off. So we go outside now, we have no more red chocks. I am a little disappointed though that the inside of these engine things don't have, like the intakes don't have potential air cooling or a radiator, or these are blocked off. Would like to have seen something else modeled there like you see in many other aircraft. I must admit though, some attention has been paid to even the landing gear having a bit of a wear and tear look to it. Maybe the exhaust external, yeah. So these are chocked, these are blocked. Would like to see that modeled deeper. Let's have a look back inside. We have access to the cargo hatch, so we actually, this is really well modeled. I might have to get the drone to get in there closer. We do have bags at the back, and we have a picture of, I'm not sure what city that is. I don't recognize it, but we do have a briefcase, medical gear, coat hanger, and is that a backpack? Yeah, it's a backpack. Very well done. We also have what I would call my mother's baggage with a leopard print and a couple of extras, and we have storage in the back. Very cool. And so when we go back and press this one and go back inside, press this, the bags at the back disappear when it fully closes. Very well done. Okay, I do like that you've got wear and tear on a lot of these gauges as well. It gives you just that little bit more realism, as long as it doesn't repeat on one to the other identical, which, do you know what? Nope, it looks like fairly similar, but no, it's not. So when you put your hand on there and pull both propellers back at the same time, same with this, it would wear on a certain point and not on another. I'm happy with that. Very good. Well, let's get this going. If you've just jumped up to this part in the chapter, hopefully I've got them chapter parts in. We're going to get it started. So batteries, I am going to turn my alternators on. Check the fuel gauge. Yep, cool. Now we're not going to transfer any fuel from one side to the other, but you can do that. It has crossover feeds. I like that. Alright, we will start the right engine. Can we hide the yoke? Yeah, there we go. Hide, thank you. So Rollerball will take this, so you put both magnetos on. Let's just zoom out so we can see our right engine, and press button. You got to press and hold. There we go. Right engine is up and running. We good go? Yes, we are. See, that's why we need an engine inside here. We need more in there. Okay, on the other side, Rollerball will get us to both magnetos. Press and hold. I haven't found a fuel on or off on this one, so I don't know if it actually comes with obviously our fuel gauge and our tank transfer. We can actually, is it from the tips? Yeah, tips to main, left and right. So you can actually bring it out from those external fuel tanks on the wings, I'm guessing, into the main tanks. Okay, we can turn, oh, before we go any further, I did notice that the fuses are actually usable, so you can pull out the fuses and put them back in. So I'm guessing if you're using damaged model slash things that can go wrong, or you want to practice, that is actually possible. Landing light. Now I think this is a custom landing light, so the lights are actually usable. So let's have a quick look. It's got a KAP 140 autopilot, full comms, nav stacks. Standard model includes the AS530 GPS and the GDX330XPDR. Dual airspeed, altitude, altimeter, RPM. Somebody's bringing their jet over. Exterior lights with custom FX to brighten up your world. Yeah, okay, so we put the taxi light on, and you'll actually notice that they are two different levels of light. It looks like the landing light is a brighter white than the taxi. Very good. So we turn that one off, we'll see. I'm impressed with these. I actually don't mind this. I will be doing a stream in this sometime soon. Keep an eye out. Beacon's up the top. Very good. Navigation lights. We've got our red lights there. LEDs, green. They don't seem to show up very well when you're in like this, but I'm sure you get the slightest bit of darkness or you get further away from them. They will light up and you can see them. Strobe light. Someone's going to have to tell me where the strobe light is. It's not on the beacon, is it? No. I haven't worked out where the strobe light is. It's not one of these that's meant to flash on the side here, is it? There it is. Okay. Can't see it as well in the dark, so I'll put the navigation. Yep, that is it. Okay, navigation, strobe, beacon. Okay, cool. Can de-ice. I'm actually not going to need the de-ice, but we'll put the pitot on. And avionics gets my avionics set on. Very good. We can drag out the cabin air. I don't think we're going to fog up today. We've got the latches closed. That's good. Okay, so there's only one other latch to close. We can actually do these standby instrument brightnesses. Okay, cool. Panels. I noticed this one there. You got to go on that. Oh, I can't seem to get that one to move. Unlike this one, where the dial goes, panel light seems to stay. Pedestal light. Pilot flood. And co-pilot flood. I'm guessing nighttime might be better, so let's close the window. Now I am on maximum volume. This is fairly quiet aircraft. Okay, what else am I missing? So you got the flaps down here. You got your landing gear. We're not going to press that. We've got our rudder trim. So let's see if I can use. Okay, rudder trim, pitch trim, rudder trim. Be careful doing my rudder trim. Flaps, 1, 2. So we've got 2 levels of flaps. Yep, up one and up the second. Cool. All right. View back to there. This person's going to let me leave. Well, I'm leaving whether you're ready or not. So I don't need a pushback. Now it is fairly quiet. Hey, steering wheel works. Okay, cool. Previously on the first version of the freeware one that I tried, the steering didn't actually work because there was an issue with the sim at the time mucking up some of the freeware aircraft. This one, I'm quite impressed. I think this will be a bit of a fun flight. I do like the fact that there's no bar in the middle of the windscreen like on the single versions. I'm guessing for those they needed some sort of support, or they used a twin front windscreen. Yeah, this is not bad. Now it does have an autopilot as well. Hang on, have we not got that on? Hang on, we need to watch out we don't run into Rex Airlines here. Is that a Rex? I think it is. Alright, because I've got my AI on, so that they're taxing down. So let's turn on. There we go. Cool. Thank you. See if we can tuck in behind them. What if they'll get off the runway here? Alright, we'll take one level of flaps for takeoff. Nobody else around. Yep, we've got a Qantas. Alright, hold short brakes. Yeah, they work quite well. Get back in there. It's actually not too bad. Cool. Rex is getting off the runway. We will be impatient and just tuck in behind. Nobody else is coming in? No. I think the wind for today, I might have actually changed the weather from live, but this may be the active today anyway. Alright, let's throttle this up. See my RPM's increasing. Both engines are coming up together, very good. Manifolder is increasing. Alright, we'll take it to full for takeoff. I've got dual airspeed on the left or right side, very good. 120, pull back. Gear up. Flaps probably could actually go up. We're not even off the end of the runway. Probably should have kept my gear down, but positive rate of climb. And we'll actually back that off because they seem to have pretty good engines. See that I'm already close to 160 knots on the climb there. Yeah, what we might do is we might just go up around the edge of the harbour over past Bondi Beach. Put on the autopilot for level flight. I don't have a flight plan in here. I'm not sure whether it will follow the flight plan. Probably. VNAV's there. Okay. So what have we got here? Oil temp. What's CHT temperature? Oil pressure, and then you got 3 more the same. Okay. Let's hold it on level. I do notice it does shake around a bit, obviously with the effects from down below. I find also that these planes, in my opinion, are an ugly snout plane. The nose, I think, looks wrong, but you're talking what, 50s and 60s, I think these were from, and they're still being used and flown, which is pretty cool. So, in my opinion, not necessarily the prettiest looking plane. I don't mind this one. This one's actually pretty good, model-wise. Alright, let's put the autopilot on. Let's go altitude hold and heading hold. Up 1,000, so let's go up. And we can probably back that off. Now, prop pitch. Yeah, very good. Do is we will turn our heading to west. See the little orange dial on the compass there. The autopilot, because I'm set on heading, will actually follow that automatically. Behaves very nicely. That's a sim thing anyway. So I guess the only thing I would like to see is inside those engine cowlings. I would like to see either a radiator or whatever, whether it be air cooling, piston air cooling, modelled. It's the only thing I think I would really like to see on this. But other than that, the flight model, okay, when we get over the land here, even on autopilot, I think you'll see that it'll bounce around a little bit. It does get affected by updrafts. We are in a fairly small plane. There we go. You can see I'm just starting to get a little bit affected. Fine over the water. Turn and head towards the bridge. Which we might sit in that direction there. The aircraft's pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll go and take it back for a landing. We'll go and take it back to take off the land at the same one we took off from. See if we can get in. Oh, there you go. Landing gear that obviously are exposed. Oh, look at the front landing gear there. Yeah, I will say to the dev, please do something with the exhaust pipes here, whether they could be modelled all the way up, even if they were black inside, and you couldn't see any further than black all the way to the top, and something to do with inside here might be a good idea as well. But I do like the rest of the model. It's come up really well. Yeah. Alright, let's bring this back around. Where is our airport? Okay. Well, you know what? We might try... No, you know what? I might actually try it right here. So let's go straight south. Maybe even more than that. It's runway 16, isn't it? Definitely gets affected by the environment underneath. Oh, how far are we? We're at we're only 1,000 feet up. Well, yeah, okay, we're going to get affected anyway. Alright, autopilot off. Back off. I should run those props down probably a little more. So have a look and see what these landing gear coming down is like. Animated noise as well. Partial covers. Yeah. It's alright. Now, let's see. I think it says something about entry speed, 135 knots, lazy 8s and 125. Let's take a level of flaps as well. There we go. Flaps are down and that is not the easiest way to fly. Must admit, I don't mind this aircraft. I was given this aircraft to review, just to be aware, but I'm not biased because of that, because if there is any issues, I will say them. I'm actually quite happy with this. The engines though, 100%, I want that. If I were going to go and get this, I would really like to see, even if they were blacked out in there, but the exhaust, only because I like to look from outside onto the aircraft as well. Handles really well. That's our speed. Still 40 knots, okay. We won't be able to open our canopy until 15 knots. So it's going to be a very slow taxi before we can do that. And somebody's too lazy to turn on his landing and taxi lights before he lands. Oh well, if we're going to do that, let's use our right brake only. Do a hook turn, get in between this AI. And so final thoughts. I like it. I don't mind the flight model. I don't mind the modeling, except the engines need to be touched up. Hopefully that actually gets released. Let's have a look and see what else they've got. 16 functional circuit breakers. Yep, we looked at those. 2 checklists including documentation, emissive lighting throughout the entire plane. Okay, tested by owner and pilot of an original Rhino Navion. Very cool. Realistic flight dynamics, weight and balance, center of gravity, options, failures available. Okay, there are failures, which is why you'd be able to reset those fuses. That's good. Plane can be flown in all VFR and IFR conditions, airframe de-icing and prop de-icing. Download includes the Camair 480 manual checklist. What else have we got? Sound is stock Asobo Microsoft DA62. Okay, so I'm wondering, does the DA62 use the same engines? SDK and general assets, Asobo. There has been updates though, so this has had several updates. New canopy and textures, new detailed interior textures. So this is still getting some updates, so be aware the things that I've pointed out may still be in progress. Fixed light bars, fixed prop and nose blur. Alright, did we get this on the line? Let's just check. We did too. That was pretty good. Very easy to handle. Okay, so we can open the canopy now that we've stopped. Yes, we can. And let's turn off the magnetos. And I can't see that one, so that one turns off as well. Very good. Okay, let's put that back in. We can turn off our other items. You know, we can turn off the battery as well. That'll kill everything, won't it? Yeah, so the Camair 480 Twin Navion. This one's on the simmarket.com for sale by, what is the Hangar Studio 713. I'll have a link in the description. Go check it out. There are some updates still being worked on, so this has been continually developed, but it is already released. Look, it is flyable. And if you can look past the things that I look past, I like the rest of it. It's quite enjoyable. I want to see this fixed up though. This white plate at the back here, everything else looks great. You just need that tiny little bit extra touch there, and obviously the exhaust. Even if that were black, but to be honest, it needs to be a exhaust out there. Yeah, that's my review. Hopefully you found that useful and you find it constructive. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to go check out my original freeware Navion single engine one, I will put the link to that here on the screen for you. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.